Shalom. Shalom. First, I'd like to begin this lesson by giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the double honors to the apostles of great milestone that rule well. Salutation and blessing to the saints here, Akim, who push the sword and sincerity and in all truth. And the brother Howard from the GMS Trinidad. Here to do a quick video, a quick update on what we see what's going on in the world right now, and as recent as possible, or currently, my name is video, and my name is this second time around, Trump going and get the job done, because when you really think about it, as Apostle Tarite for the say to 250 years, that does actually be a lifespan of rulership, and Trump getting elected as president again. He's gonna get swearing next year, but he getting elected as a president again. This is the opportunity for him to push that new world order, that RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. We see that he put Dr. Oz, head medical care. The head of medical care, whatnot. And we see things happening in the sense of what Joe Biden, the current president, trying to do is to speed up a certain process. Alright, because if Trump came to office, he got to undo certain things but can be undone. Right? Which is that war. Because once the damage is done, as we see here, right? It says George Soros, son of Alex Soros, reacts to Ukraine receiving U.S. authority to strike inside Russia. This is great news, right? It says Russia MFA issues statement on Ukraine receiving U.S. authorization to strike inside Russia. As soon as the missile comes into action, we will respond without hesitation. And that is the headstrong mindset that Vladimir Putin has. So what I'm saying is, it will be irreversible when Trump gain office to try and stop the war, because the damage will already be done, and that is the main goal. Joe Biden pushing. Alright. And what first scripture come to mind? In Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Revelation.
Because is a slang term that can have two meanings. One, short for because. This is the most common usage.
I know I went on this. Anyway. We'll work over. Verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And I'm going to try a different version, ISV, it says, when the dragon saw that, so be glad heavens and those that live in them. How troubled it is for the earth and the sea, because the devil has come down to you filled with rage, knowing that his time is short. And knowing that his time is short. See what other versions might see. BBE, it says, be glad then, O heavens, and you who are in them. Be glad then, O heavens, and you who are in them. And really and truly, the only ones who gonna be glad that these things are happening is the Lord's elect. You see the men who out there on the streets preaching in sincerity and in truth. The men on the corners, in the so-called skirts with fringes on them, screaming to the top of the lungs, warning you people, saying Babylon falling, America is Babylon, the so-called white man is the devil. These are the men who go and rejoice. These are the men who go and be glad in that time, because the rest of the world won't be glad, right? Because their kingdom, their queendom, going and melt. The benefits that they're receiving and a custom of gain is going to be done away with. So they're not going to rejoice. We are going to rejoice because we are the ones who catch in hell. We are the ones who suffering under the rulership of this current ruler, the so-called white man. Alright, it says, be glad then, O heaven, and you who are in them. But there is trouble for the earth, Jacob's trouble, and the sea, because the evil one has come down to you being very angry, having the knowledge that he has but a short time. Beautiful. Having the knowledge that he has but a short time. Because he so knows his empire is about to be destroyed. The so-called white man knows that. Regardless of what action he might take, or try to offset prophecies, whatever the case might be. He knows that this kingdom is about to be destroyed. Right? So yeah, let's see the next script. We'll try a little more here. These and this is from Brooks Newsite. It says Russia says US President Biden is adding fuel to the fire and attempting to escalate the conflict by authorizing Ukraine to strike inside Russia. Right? So let me try something here. So I just asked the AI, what does it mean for Ukraine to strike inside Russia, and you get the answer, right? Just to make it clear, it could cause it's a big deal. It could cause problems. You know, and it will cause problems because Zelensky already made his announcement on what he about to do. Because when you look into the territories, right? Look at here. When you look into the territories, the Russian military has taken over. It says military situation on Ukraine front line on November 19th. Now, when you look it up, they say Russia actually has half of Ukraine under control. You know, they took over like 3%, no, 20% of Ukraine. You know, 20% of Ukraine is under control by the Russians. You know, so the Ukrainian they're losing. From the beginning they're losing. So any type of any form of them gaining back some kind of power over their region, they will use it. Alright, so it says military situation in Chasov Yar area, November the 19th. So the blue part is Kyiv control. Alright. Wait on here. Right, so what is this? This is the DPR and the LPR control, which is the red, which is the Sicily, right? Clashes continues in Grigorovka. Up to 550 servicemen, a tank, 3 MLM3, M113, an armored vehicle, 8 motor vehicle, Cab 2 D30 were destroyed in the area. Russian forces extended their zone of control in Chasov Yar. So the DPR and the LPR, right? This is what is the LPR country. It says is a republic of Russia in the occupied part of eastern Ukraine, Luhansk Oblast, with the capital of Luhansk. However you pronounce it. DPR country, DPR and LPR declared their independence in 2014, organized self-proclaimed referenda. However, these entitles have never achieved statehood under international law. Russia recognition of the DPR, which is Russia owned, right? So basically showing you where Russia took over. Russia, Kyiv, mountains, whatever. As you could see, the Russian forces advanced near Yasna Polyana, right? So once they get an opportunity to even try to use they get authority to use the equipment in Russia, they will, right? It says it's Justin. It says United States declare it says the United States. Right, before I read this is what I wanted to read. Right, just in North Korea may deploy up to 100,000 troops to fight alongside Russia in its war against Ukraine. Beautiful. So this is what United States at sea.
But when you look at escalation of this conflict, it has been Russia that has escalated the conflict time and time again. And that includes just in the recent month when Russia recruited the deployment of more than 11,000 North Korean soldiers who are now on the front lines in Kursk, engaging in combat operations against the Ukrainian military. That is a major escalation by Russia, bringing in an Asian military to a conflict inside Europe. And as we said, as the Secretary said, our response to that would be firm. And the supporters of Ukraine's response to that needed to be firm. And we will continue to do what is appropriate to hold Russia accountable for its actions, including its escalatory actions, and to hold North Korea accountable for its escalatory actions.
The Russians say that
Yeah, but what about you being held accountable for your actions? For you trying to go over on their grounds, and that's the reason why this whole thing escalated, right? Because you wanted to surround Russia with your BS, right? To come on their soil, knowing that the Ukrainians were one spot, they were one. Right? I think in the Soviet time, they made that split, and Ukraine became an independent state, whatever the case might be. You are allies with Ukraine and Russia. You're not allied with the Russians. So, and rightfully, Ukraine is a part of Russia. You want to go over there and do what you want. So the war started to escalate. And now you're saying that they are the ones escalating it. Russian president approved nuclear doctrine change. This comes after President Biden gave Ukraine permission to strike Russia with US missiles, and Putin once said before, he said anytime when they try this, it will be a different story, right? So just then again it says Ukraine launched 6 US long-range missiles to strike targets within Russia. Just in Ukraine fired 6 US-made ATACMS missiles at Russian Bryansk region. 5 missiles were shot down by S-400. Alright. 5 were shot down, and Pansy AA system. 1 was damaged. Its fragment fell in the technical zone of the military facility, causing a fire, Russian Defense Ministry says. Right, so the Russian weapons working. But when it's all said and done, it ain't nothing nice. It's not nothing nice happening. War is about to take place. As the brother rightfully made a video. See if I can get it. It says
how was that being?
Trump names Dr. Oz as head of Medicare. Oz said RFID chip is next big thing in healthcare. So let it be real. This second time around, Trump going to do what he had to do. Right? He's going to do what he had to do. He's going to make America great again. He's going to make Israel, the Lord's chosen people, great again, because by him making his move, it's going to usher in the end of his kingdom. This second is just chapter 6. Alright. Second Ezra 6 and 9. It says for read from I'll read from verse 7. It says, Then I answered, what shall be the departing asunder of times? As a matter of fact, let me read this in the next version. Let me see what the next version say. The departing of times, right? The departing of times. Second Ezra 6. Second Ezra 6 and verse this in the ISV, Second Ezra 6 and verse 7, it says, I answered and said, what will be the dividing of times? Or when will the end of the first age and the beginning of the age that follows? He said to me, from Abraham to Isaac, because from him were born Jacob and Esau, for Jacob's hand held Esau's heel from the beginning. It says, now Esau is the end of the age of this age, and Jacob is the beginning of the age that follow it. The beginning of a person is the hand, and the end of a person is the heel. Seek for nothing else, Ezra, between the heel and the hand, Ezra. The normal version say. It says, verse 10, it says, and it says, the hand of man is between the heel of the hand. You understand? So Esau's kingdom is about to be pulled away from him. Right under he knows, right under he asks, you know. And who about to do that? The Lord's chosen people, right? Because rightfully so, Jacob held the heel of Esau. So they are going to destroy themselves by the hands of the Lord, and also alongside the Lord's elected men, right? In that day with those spiritual powers, right? So this kingdom is about to end, you know. So hopefully the video was, you know, edifying, you know. So I want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yashai, Hashem Akakodash, you know, double honors to the apostles who were with a great millstone, you know. A restoration to the nation of Israel. Was the word is repatriation the Rastas does use? You know, we're gonna get recompense. Shalom.